Welcome back to Portland, Oregon, the Multnomah Athletic Club here on a Sunday, WPHLive.tv with David Fink. My name is Dave Vincent. As we have the Portland Classic underway, this is the final day on a beautiful, gorgeous Sunday morning in the Rose City, where Max Langmack is going to go up against Lauren Collado for the men's 5th place final, and then the main attraction, the men's final in the open bracket and the pros here at stop number 1, season number 11, Dave.
Great way to start the season for both of these young guys. Lauren Collado, before the season started, said that Max Langmack is his greatest rival. They've gone back and forth throughout the years. Max won their last matchup. I watched that match. Really competitive battle between these guys. A lot of similarities in their games, of course, both. Two of the tallest players on the tour. Max is the tallest. Lauren is probably the second, maybe third tallest guy on the tour. So
I expect this one to be really close and very competitive.
These guys both play offense from everywhere on the court with both hands.
You know, 5th place means a lot to Max. I was talking to him before the match. So was Kara Mack, and this is what Max had to say.
What does the 5th place final mean to you?
You know, it's just another chance to place as well as I can, you know. Losing to Fink takes me out of the top 4, so I want to get some momentum back and carry that into the next tournament.
Played Lauren plenty of times. What do you know? What are you preparing for?
You know, he's a fellow tall guy like me, so got a lot of reach, got incredible hop and 2 really incredible hands. I don't know what to expect today. You know, we both had a couple tough matches, but I know we'll be determined to win. You know, I know he really was focused on that in his preview for the season, so I'm just focusing on my game and playing hard, and we'll see what happens.
You know, when you start talking about Lauren, you start stuttering just a little bit sometimes, you know, because he's one of these guys, it's hard to read.
It's a 1.
Even within a match, Lauren started so badly yesterday against Kyle in that 5th place semifinal. He was down 9-2, and he looked like he was overmatched.
Okay,
and then he comes back and wins 25-17. Really played well after falling behind 9-2.
Here's our announcement from our referee, Nick Flores, as we do this one-game match to 25 between Lauren Collado from Redwood City, California, and Max Langmack from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Nick?
I guess Lauren's not.
Lauren steps off the court for a brief second.
Okay, serving first, we have Max Langmack from Kansas City, Kansas. And receiving serve, we have Lauren Collado from San Francisco, California. Good luck, gentlemen.
Said it
Let's
earlier.
play ball.
Said it earlier, but it's a one-game match.
0-0.
To 25. You have to win by 2. Halftime at 15. That means that Lauren will be serving when they come in after the break. As Max gets that first serve, a little screen, no call, and a point.
We had all top 6 seeds advance to the semifinals, and now the 5th and 6th are playing each other in the 5th place final.
Check the ball, please.
Pretty good seating from the seating company.
It's a company now?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
LLC,
1-0.
or is this a non-profit
Short.
company?
I call them Timps. It's a temp agency.
Oh, okay.
Second serve.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of...
It's a temp because when they mess up, then you just fire them and go to a different agency. There's that big swing and a miss there. Why is it so difficult to hit a ball off the back glass on that right side wall where there is no other glass?
I don't think it is. I think that's just the ball that rode the side wall. Very difficult to return. I watched a few of those on replay last night, and
just seen a lot of misses over there. It might be the lettering on the side wall, the colors over there. Maybe the players are just so focused on that side glass that something's happening back in that right corner.
I'm not seeing too many issues with that side glass other than some shots hit from the deep left going into the left corner.
1 serves 1. Short serve. Second serve. Two serves 1.
Lauren Collado has 2, Max Langmack 1. I like that serve. If you can pull it off, and he does. Max had the right beat on that with the left hand, but he decided to take it in the revolving door and missed.
I thought Max's return of the Z serve was flawless yesterday,
Three
but
serves one.
you saw he didn't look good on that one. It's a different angle coming from a right-handed Z server.
That was a good return, too. Too bad it was 3 walls.
Yeah, if you could make that one every time, right into the side wall.
Second serve.
Max is so long, I'm surprised he doesn't jump in and take this before it even hits the side wall.
Lauren loves that shot. Takes the ball with the revolving door with his left from 39 feet, and he goes for it. He's going power and low.
3 walls. Second serve.
Is there a difference between this first and second serve for
No.
Lauren? It's the exact same serve both times,
Look at
right?
that shot. I mean, Max makes that look easy. Then again, he missed the previous one.
Well, it's a very hard shot.
When he makes it, though, it seems like
One
it's
serve
automatic.
Thought there was a screen up there, no call.
Lauren was completely in control of that
Serve
rally,
one.
and he wins it with a great pass. Lauren's more aggressive early here.
Short.
Max yesterday was very aggressive throughout,
Second serve.
particularly in the beginning of the match. Right now, I'm seeing Max go to the ceiling a little bit more than we saw yesterday, wrapping the ball around more. Here's a chance to shoot.
Big setup here.
You see that ball goes in that left corner, but Lauren was not fooled at all with the glass. He set up perfectly
One
for that
serve
shot.
4.
Do you think that's because it hit the front wall first? When it seems to hit the side wall first, that's when the players have a little issue. Because it's so dark, you can't tell which way the ball goes.
Replay.
Both these guys are so good with both hands. You could almost say that they're ambidextrous or even left-handed. We saw Max serving with his left
One
yesterday.
serve 4.
They're just so both comfortable with their offhands.
Yeah. Wow.
That ball hit Max. Nope.
No. What a shot.
Seemed to go right through his shorts.
4 serves 1.
I see both of these guys breaking through this season. Already a breakthrough, Dave, finishing in the top 6. Max has a 5th place finish under his belt. That was at the 2021 Icebreaker about 10 months ago.
You know, Lauren would be knocking on that number 10, number 9, the door of those numbers.
1 serves 4.
If he was a little bit more consistent.
I think
He's the next. I really do see him as somebody that can move way up if he goes to all these pro stops.
2 serves 4.
He's got everything.
I agree.
But he has to be more consistent. He makes these incredible shots, but some of those other ones where he's in the front court, he'll just hit him in the ground. If he was more consistent on those shots, he wouldn't be losing to some of the top pros.
Short.
He doesn't lose to all of them.
Second serve.
That's a good point.
I'm surprised how good both these guys look. As I say that, Max hits an easy shot into the ground, but this has been a hard weekend of handball.
5 serves 2.
Yeah, it's for, you know, just getting back into the swing of things.
A lot of hard matches.
But the tour is difficult because you have to play a lot of matches in just a couple days. So these guys are back into the swing of things, and they have to get their body back into condition for this abuse.
Yeah.
Both of them told me this morning they're incredibly sore, but I'm sure they'll work it out.
I'm surprised that they said that because they don't look sore. They're not playing like they're sore.
5 serves 2.
There's no way I could have played
Short.
today.
That was a foot fault. Called short.
Second serve. Replay.
Max seems to be able to get his hand on just about everything.
5 serves 2.
I like that.
Lauren.
Lauren wanted to screen against himself.
2 serves 5. Three serves 5.
You know, Lauren hits the ball about as hard as Max does as well. Both have incredible leverage.
Lauren wants an avoidable here. He wanted a screen on himself.
Well, and the next shot after that screen was actually more of a screen, and he didn't call for it.
He was off to the right a little bit.
Pretty unusual to see Lauren arguing.
3 serves
Must have
5.
really felt like Max didn't give him enough room there.
Yeah, I didn't think it was an avoidable, but I do understand the rule stating, you know, straight path to the front wall, but
4 serves 5.
I think if Max moves in the middle of that shot, it's more of an avoidable.
Max with an all-court pass. He hit all the walls there with an overhand
5 serves
fist
5.
tomahawk.
Short.
We're all together at 5 here.
Second serve.
Max with a nice comeback. Expect this match to go close to an hour, maybe even more. Very, very
5 serves
close.
5.
Not much separates these guys.
Six serves 5. Seven serves 5. Short. Second
Lauren
serve.
taking his time here. Pretty deliberate between serves.
Five serves 7.
Lauren gives our referee a long, hard look. He definitely wanted the avoidable there. He's not getting it. Max did
Replay.
back
5 serves 7.
into Lauren there. What a return.
Six serves 7. Seven serves 7.
Almost an impossible serve to return. Tons of power and a perfect
serve
angle.
7.
Max with his first lead of this 1 game to 25 final. And now it's 2 ace serves. Both coming off that 2-wall crack serve. That's really the dominator. Max hitting that with tons of power. No way Lauren can take that with his left, so he has to take it with his right. But once the ball hits the back wall, it takes such a sharp angle away from him. It becomes almost impossible to return. Lauren with leads of 5-2 and 7-5 now finds himself trailing 9-7.
9 serve 7. Ten serve 7.
Great paddle shot from Max. One of his best shots. You could say that about a lot of shots, but now Max comfortably ahead here. 6 straight
11
points.
serve 7.
Make that 7.
Twelve serve 7.
Probably the easiest shot Max has had the whole match.
Seven serves 12.
Lauren's forcing the issue a little bit right now.
Twelve serve 7.
That's the 3rd time Lauren has hit Max with a
12
back
serve
wall
7.
shot in this match. We're only 19 points in. And now Lauren making a lot of errors. A lot of this coming from the scoreboard pressure that
13
Max is
serve 7.
applying. Another incredible ace. Max with 5 ace serves.
14 serve 7.
More than 33% of his points coming on ace serves. We know about that 14-point curse in these 15-point games. Max could have rode into halftime with a 15-7 lead. We've seen a lot of players stuck on 14. We'll see if it happens here. Lauren definitely needs to
7 serve
score
14.
a few to get himself back in this match for the second half.
Short.
You don't see many comebacks from 15 to 7 in these
serve.
formats. Here's a big setup. And Lauren converts with a flat rollout. His 4th rollout in that right corner. Now at 8.
8 serves 14.
Max now will try and reverse the 14-point curse. He served once at 14, Dave, 14-7.
14 serves 8.
Should be able to do it right here. Big setup. And he
does.
gets it.
That's halftime. 4 minutes.
Well, you know, from my
Lauren will be
perspective,
serving
Lauren
again.
couldn't get out of the back court.
Yeah.
Max just kept him back there. Lauren was trying to fire, and during the middle of the rally, when he'd have opportunities, he'd end up hitting Max with the ball and never got into the front court.
How tough is that serve that Max is hitting to return? That hard 2-wall serve into the left wall. It seems like you can't take it with your left hand. Once it gets behind you, it's almost impossible to return as well.
It's definitely tough. Taking a quick look at Lauren Colado's pro player bio. His biggest win, David Fink, 2022 Players Championship. I just jump right down to the nuts and bolts of this. That was a round of 16 match that you lost, and probably the first time you've lost in the round of 16 since you were 11. His best race rate finish will be this one. Previously, it was that one that we were just talking about.
Right.
His favorite athlete is a water poloist.
Are we going to get on this again, or
Thomas?
We spent the whole halftime yesterday talking
Agramonte. You might know him.
I'm going to, because I'm looking him up right now.
2 good hands, court coverage, discipline. He's got it. But he also is, if you're going to say we have the strengths on here. What's his weaknesses? He kind of gets down on himself a little bit. He's very angry with himself at times.
Well, I think
does that to motivate?
Consistency is probably, if anything, the weakness. You've seen him make these amazing shots, but then seems to be prone to making some errors as well. So I would just say not as consistent as I think he'd like to be, and that maybe is what holds him back.
Home Court Olympic Club, he's sponsored by them. Redwood City, California is where he lives. He's 6'2". His highest ranking, I believe, is his current ranking, number 11. Lauren Collado. Expect good things.
I want to talk more about Thomas, though, now that I've found him.
Agramonte?
Yes. Now, if you were going to imagine what a water polo player would look like, it is Thomas. If you in your mind had a vision of what would a water polo player look like, it's exactly Thomas.
Like Daphne on Scooby-Doo? I don't know. Which one was Daphne?
No, I think it's the man on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, was
not Shaggy. Fred?
No, that's the Flintstones.
It was Fred. I've been received word.
Okay, guys, second half here.
Referee's looking at us. We're talking about
Lauren
Scooby-Doo.
Like, come on.
I mean,
serves,
over
15.
He's wanting to start the match. I'm trying to talk about Daphne and Wilma and Bam Bam over here. I think I'm mixing my cartoons. And if so, that's on me.
Their motion activated.
Do they want those lights on?
Yeah, they do. That makes a difference. The court plays much better with those
9
lights
serves
on.
15.
The Chief's on it, though, as you knew he would be. Jeff Kastner is just there for everything. Generally, Dave, when you request something like that, you never win another
15
point.
serves 9.
That's a good
Lauren
point.
got the lights on. Let's see if he'll score again. I anticipate that he won't, just from my own personal experience.
I wouldn't base anything off of. Nothing becomes a
16
rule if
serves
it's based
9.
off of anything that's happened to you.
Well, since the light request has been fulfilled, Lauren is 0-1.
Nine serves 16. Short. Second serve.
I don't love that serve from Lauren there. Deep to Max's right in his wheelhouse. But what isn't in Max's wheelhouse?
16 serves 9.
Dave, this is a different brand of handball than I think a lot of older players are used to seeing. This is
17
full
serves
offense
9.
from everywhere with both hands. And power. It parallels what you see in other sports, Dave, in terms of the athletes are bigger, but they're
18
also
serves
stronger
9.
and faster. It used to be that if you were really tall, you weren't as nimble. But you see these guys in the NBA, they're 6'11", and they can play like guards used to play that were 5'10".
Right.
Kind of like these guys. These guys are so tall, but yet so agile, quick.
9 serves 18.
Lauren down 5-0 since the light request, or 3-0, I should say.
Baseball's moved that direction as well. Taller players in the infield, and you just didn't used to see that at all.
Right.
Second baseman, they can be 6'2". Shortstops that are 6'4".
Yeah, because before it was Ozzie Smith was what, 5'3"?
18 serves 9.
If not, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Nine serves 18. Short.
Lauren has not had much success with the
Second serve.
low power serve. Ooh. It's got to be one of the hardest shots in the game that Max makes look so easy.
18 serves 9. Short. Second serve.
And Max has to play in more tournaments than anyone in the sport, Dave. I'm guessing 30 to 35 a year. If you count playing singles and doubles on the same weekend, he's got to be over 50.
9 serves 18.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. He does play a lot. Or he'll just come into your city and not come down to the club during a tournament and spend a whole time with his girlfriend and not tell anybody.
Well, it makes sense. Tom Brady's not allowed to play football. So maybe he's
10
learning.
serves 18. Eleven serves 18.
Max nearly won the National Doubles Championship on this court, Dave. You remember he and Sam Esser led by a game in 10-1 against Martin and Dermot Nash in the final.
That's right.
They end up losing that match in the tiebreaker. They were just a couple of
12
points
serves
away from just breaking that second game wide open and taking the title. I do see Max and Sam as a future national championship doubles team.
Second serve.
Sam, of course, teams with Shorty and Threwall, and they've won 2 years in a row. I think Max and Sam would do a lot of damage in Threwall also. And we've seen what they can do in four-wall.
18 serves 12.
I thought we were going to see a Max Lane-Mac, Killian Carroll doubles team begin.
Okay.
But that didn't manifest.
Where was that supposed to?
Well, they
take
played in a
place?
tournament, right? In the
19
Nationals a
serves
couple
12.
years back.
Yeah.
And then Killian dropped Max for, I think, his brother.
I know Abraham
Let's do a
and
glove
Killian are a
change.
great
Max, sorry,
doubles
glove.
team. I
See?
don't think they've ever lost
What's the
together.
common thread here? Killian plays
Abe?
with anybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Glove change.
Well, I think Abe plays well with Killian.
Now there's a glove change happening here
12-19.
on the court. This is the men's 5th place final between Max Lane-Mac from Kansas City, Missouri, his home court, Jewish Community Center. He's 6'8", and Lauren Collado from Redwood City. 5th place final here for you on patreon.com / WPH Live. Max's favorite shot, the right-handed kill, but he's got this left hand that's just unbelievable.
The secret bio, Dave, will tell you that his handball hero is Jake Esser, who taught him how to play.
That's the way it
Drove
should
him
be.
for hours and hours to tournaments, coaching him, playing with Sam, Alex, Matt, Jeremy, Jalen, all junior players together.
That's how your hero should be. You know, the people that introduce you to the sport. Go ahead.
Yeah. Says that he loves the sport because it's a mix of both skill and support for the game that he's always appreciated. Loves the Houston tournament. Said just feels like the right place for him. Of course, he wants to win the Players' Championship. Considers his greatest rivals to be the group that he graduated collegiates with. So I'm guessing Sam Esser, Leo Canales. sure there's some Irish in there.
His favorite athlete is Sergei Fedorov.
Detroit Red Rings. I heard
Red Rings.
I can't speak that well, in case you haven't noticed, but
Okay.
I heard you guessing that he was a hockey player last night, and you were right.
I was being satirical.
Oh.
Because I know he likes hockey and he knows that I don't. So. I like hockey in person, though. Have you watched it courtside?
I have.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, great athletes.
Just on TV, not so much.
Yeah. Lauren wearing liners under his gloves. You don't see that a lot with the pros.
Getting ready to come back in here after a glove change. Men's 5th place final in Portland, Oregon. This is stop number 1 of season number 11.
Okay, time in.
Multnomah Athletic Club. We're on the big show court here. One of the premier courts in all of handball.
Twelve serves 19. Short.
Lauren's lucky that was short because he had no chance to win the point
Second
with
serve.
that ball hitting the left side wall. He's going to go back to the Z serve here. We've seen a lot of different serves from Lauren here today, first and second. I'm surprised when I see these pros hitting so many different serves.
19 serves 12.
I am too. And the young ones doing it. That's the thing. The older ones, you kind of expect that they just learned a few things along the way, but these young guys are picking up a lot of the subtleties.
I don't know if it's a great strategy because you're not going
12 serves,
to
19.
locate a serve if you hit 5 different serves.
But I do like the fact that when something's not working, they have the mindset to at least change. There's so many of these players that get hooked on something and they stay there and it's not working. You know, the definition of insanity.
But if your best serve's not working, what makes you think your 4th best serve is going to work?
13 serves
Something's
19.
eventually going to.
There's a way to hit these ceiling shots, Dave, that make them come straight out on the back wall and the side wall. It's very much
19 serves 13.
geometry when you're in there. Great shot. That's a two-way shot. When you hit your right hand into that left corner, you can hit the front wall, and it's almost always going to hit the side wall like this, or you can hit the corner first.
20 serves 13.
I like Max's way. Hit it really hard, direct down into that corner. Oh, look at that get.
Wow.
Did he make it to the front wall? That was incredible if he did.
This was one of the best rallies of the tournament.
Watch this get right here. Max going the wrong way, and then he had to flip his body around. It does make the front wall. Beautiful shot. One of the shots of the tournament right there. Rack them up, Chris.
If you go back and watch that whole rally, you'll say that's one of the best rallies of the tournament right there.
Time in. 21 serves 13. I saw it good.
The writing is just about on the wall,
22
Dave.
serves 13.
The names are just about being etched on the checks at this point.
13 serves 22. Short.
That was close. Lauren Collado
Second
representing the Olympic Club out of San Francisco. It's good to see these players get sponsorships. Lauren putting in a lot of time with juniors, helping to grow the game down there, and they recognize that. And they see that he's doing well in these tournaments. Great camera angle there from Linda Manning, who is the hardest worker in the sport. Bye-bye.
Screen. Replay, 13 serves 22.
This was actually close at about 7 to 8, 8 to 7, and then
Well, Lauren led 7-5, and then Max took off, and he's been in control since.
Short. Second serve. Twenty-two serves 13.
Ooh.
Timeout, Lauren.
Max had two of the easiest setups in the sport, didn't put them away, and then hits a fadeaway left corner kill from 32 feet, 2 inches high.
Max 2 points away here from taking 5th place, getting a couple of those ranking points with the World Players of Handball. The Oregon State Championship trophies. This club has a lot of history here in regard to handball, and I know you went through the trophy room. There's Jeff Kastner from our film crew, 2005-2006, when he was a young pup.
Told Jeff there was a spot open for him on Friday night. Did not take it.
23.
Wow.
1997.
Wow.
Never played Jeff in those days because I think he was 3. It's too bad because I might have won. It really was too bad. We have a rivalry, but it's not on the handball court during tournaments, only off.
Time in.
And
23
outside
serves
of the
13.
tournament. In the old days when we would play and set up for these handball matches, we would play after we set up for the day.
24
So we'd run the
serves
wires
13.
and everything on a Friday or early or late Thursday, and then we would run the tournament. Jeff and I would always go in there and play a match after we got done setting up. That was the funnest part of these tournaments. Watching Jeff cry after those, of course.
13 serves 24.
(14-24).
Max was about 1 inch from ending this match with that fly kill at 24.
14 serves 24. Okay.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Well,
Dave.
Max was giving him the point there, and I think Lauren said no. But let's see.
Replay.
Yep,
14
replay.
serves 24.
Oh, there was contact in Lauren's backswing.
Twenty-four serves 14.
Here it is, match point again.
And Max
Does he close it out?
Diving.
He did get it. A little
Beautiful
delayed
paddle kill.
A delayed call from us here. Couldn't tell from that camera angle if he made it to the front wall, and he clearly did. Look at that beautiful shot to close it out. I think if you're going to dive in, you might as well go for that corner kill, and that's exactly what Max did. Kara is on the court with Maximus, Lang Maximus. Kara?
Sure am. And what was it to take that dive right there? You really wanted it in the end.
Yeah, for sure. Just had to focus. You never want to put it in the floor when you get a chance like that. I felt good going through the air, so just keep the eye on the ball.
And then that 21st point was really an incredible one. Again, nailing it, getting it on the ground there. And I could see you talking to yourself or pumping yourself up. Something going through your mind then.
Yeah, just, wanted to close it out. You get into these ending rallies, and it's as much a battle of will as it is mental and physical. And, Lauren was starting to show some good momentum a little bit there with the lob serve, using it on this glass. So I just wanted to close it out because, you hang around long enough, one of us is going to tire out, and then it just becomes a slugfest. And, he's as good as me at those as I am. So.
We talked about it before, what it would mean to you, but how does it feel to be taking home 5th place?
Feels great. I came in wanting to get to my goal of being in the top 8 here, and this is above it so far. So good start to the season. Keep training hard, and look forward to Tucson here in a couple weeks.
Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
Thank you. It's great to see Max on the handball court, but we also saw him on the hockey rink. And I know, Dave, you've seen him with some of the clips that were posted after our previous tournament. Let's take a quick look at that other sport that Max was involved in when he was a younger lad, and now maybe going to get back onto it again. Hockey. Let's watch Max and this special feature.
Got it. Good to go. Let's do it. It's been about 4 years now. Last time I played was 2019. Great to be back. I figure as long as I make it through the door, first strides, it'll all come back to me. All right, here we go. I'll be looking to shake off the rust today. I started playing hockey about 6 years old. I started skating when I was 2. My dad grew up going to KC Scouts games, which was a hockey team in Kansas City for a little while. And he fell in love with the sport. Once we got old enough, he started taking us to the rink. We all learned how to skate together. And by 6 or 7, I was on the ice playing. Traveled to Omaha and places like that when I got older. But it's a good time, you just meet different people, same as handball. There's a great community there, and you have a sport you love. It's just incredible. 2 for 2. I guess I'm aiming there. I was kind of a player who was really physical back in the day. I grew up kind of as a defenseman, but I played a little bit of winger. Oh, the backward skating's been a while. I'd say I was a physical player, big hits, so yeah. As far as like the upper body and like the hand-eye coordination, that's one aspect of it that's really needed. It's good. It feels great. I missed it. It's tough to get out there and stick handle a puck, just as it is to get the right contact on a handball. I think the other key is like lower body coordination. Woo. There you go. We get a lot of power from our legs and, driving, using the hips and the quads and all those muscles. And same with hockey, we do it a little bit differently, but you need good balance. You need good footwork to be a successful hockey player, just like you do to be a successful handballer. Breakaway. 5-ball. It takes me back to when I was a kid, just loving it, so it's amazing. I played for about 12 years, kind of stopped when I was getting into high school, and I found handball in kind of middle school through playing with the Essers, and as much as I loved hockey, I love handball even more. Like, you have to pull me off the court in handball. When I started playing handball, I was hooked, and it started taking up more and more of my time. And I just decided that I wanted to go play handball, and it was an easy decision. As much as I miss hockey and miss playing,
for me, I know I made the right decision because handball is something I love to do every day that I can. That's a goal. Top shelf. Woo. Classic. Like out of the current handball Elite 8, I'd pick Luis Cordova to be my pick for a top-notch hockey player. He'd be one of those like power forwards, you know, crashing the net. Got the strength, got the build for it, I think. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I was unsure if I was going to keep my feet the whole day today, so I was really happy with how my hockey skills were, and had a lot of fun and pulled some things out of the bag. Even I think I may have improved up since the last time. Yeah, I think Dave Vincent should get out here. We get him on some skates and have some fun.
Roll over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Since 1979, Tucson Rolling Shutters has manufactured energy-saving products to fit your lifestyle. Our rolling shutters are the ultimate in energy savings, security, and comfort. Our exterior solution screens reduce energy costs by protecting your home from the sun's harmful heat and glare. We ship our products to authorized dealers all across North America. For a dealer near you or to become a dealer, see our website, TucsonRollingShutters.com.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
just your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake. You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and her. I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Since 1979, Tucson Rolling Shutters has manufactured energy-saving products to fit your lifestyle. Our rolling shutters are the ultimate in energy savings, security, and comfort. Our exterior solution screens reduce energy costs by protecting your home from the sun's harmful heat and glare. We ship our products to authorized dealers all across North America. For a dealer near you or to become a dealer, see our website, TucsonRollingShutters.com.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Since 1979, Tucson Rolling Shutters has manufactured energy-saving products to fit your lifestyle. Our rolling shutters are the ultimate in energy savings, security, and comfort. Our exterior solution screens reduce energy costs by protecting your home from the sun's harmful heat and glare. We ship our products to authorized dealers all across North America. For a dealer near you or to become a dealer, see our website, TucsonRollingShutters.com.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
You see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No, I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
Drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
Welcome back to Portland, Oregon for the WPH Race for 8, stop number 1, the Portland Classic, Multnomah Athletic Club. Dave Vincent alongside David Fink. We have Martin Mulkerns and Luis Cordova, the number 3 and number 1 seed, respectively, going in for the men's final here in this live broadcast brought to you by patreon.com/WPH Live. Do appreciate the fact that you've tuned in. You know, Dave, let's see how we got here. It started all on Friday. As we take a look at this final bracket, I don't know if we have that available, but if we do, let's throw it up here because the players have had a long journey to get to this point. Luis Cordova getting past Pete Svensson. And before, right after that, it was John Alvarado Bike losing to Luis, and then he defeated you in a tiebreaker yesterday evening in a it should have went tiebreaker. It was a 2-game match that was entertaining. Martin Mulkerns got over Nick Flores and then Lauren Collado before defeating younger brother Daniel Cordova. And those two have now matched up. You know, this is the second straight Race for 8 final for Martin. He won the last one in Salt Lake City. Kara caught up with him before the match to get his thoughts on this one. This is what he had to say.
How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, pretty good. I think finishing early yesterday, I think we finished at 5 or 6 o'clock, so, you know, it gives us good time for rest and had a good sleep, so ready for action.
What's going through your mind right now as far as this match?
Yeah, just, you know, it's kind of cliche stuff really, but, you know, you just have to focus on yourself and, you know, he's going to do what he does and he has excellent shots, great retrieving, you know, I'm expecting a very tough battle, but yeah, just trying to focus on a lot of those things that I did well yesterday and try implement those again today.
What did you notice from Luis yesterday? Anything different about his game?
To be honest, because I was on straight afterwards, I didn't really get a whole lot of time to look at it or study it, but it seemed to be two very close games with Dave, so yeah, but that's to be expected as well, but I didn't really get a whole pile or any takeaways from it. Yeah.
Obviously coming here to win this one, but what would it mean to you to take the first pro stop?
Well, that was a big part of coming over here, or moving over here, was to, you know, play all the pro stops and be competitive, and I suppose my definition of that has been in the finals. So you know, I am where I want to be, and have to go out there and play as good as I can, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
That's some pretty good stuff there from Martin Mulkerns. You were able to catch up with him last night, Dave. You hung out with him just a bit. What was his mindset? He seemed to be very loose.
Yeah, very relaxed. I don't think we talked much about today's match. Learned a lot about Martin. He's a PhD candidate, Dave. He'll be receiving his PhD, already has a master's, 2 or 3 years.
Okay, everybody. Introducing the finals of the Pro Division. Serving is from Galway, County Ireland, Martin Mulkerns. And returning serve is Luis Cordova from Juárez, Mexico. All right.
Wow, bigger round of applause for Luis than Martin. Either that or the crowd just waited to put their applause together at the end.
First, 0 serve 0.
Kind of surprised. Martin's got every single person in this building is a fan, even the people working the front desk, related to the sport. I saw Martin trying to hold the door open for a lady this morning, and the doors are automatic. So I don't know if
1 serve 0.
that means anything to you, but
short.
It does me. That's 2 out of 3.
What exactly does it mean to you? Well, yeah, I'd like to hear.
Second serve.
Best 2 out of 3 to 15. Breaker
Gonna get back to that.
15. Just trying to see if I can get you to smile.
Lucho was not thrilled with how he played yesterday.
Point.
Was not as sharp yesterday as I think he has been, particularly this summer.
0.
Also, I thought Lucho was playing tremendous ball at the end of the season last year, particularly at the Hall of Fame tournament, which was just prior to the Players' Championship, where he looked really good and lost to Killian in the final.
Side out.
Even there, Lucho not executing some pretty simple shots by his standard. Martin had his hands on all those balls. Martin just sticks that ball right on the wall, gets into neutral, and that's a terrible shot. Martin could have hit that anywhere.
So easy.
I don't think Martin was going for that shot. That looked like a scoop 2-wall shot that didn't go anywhere near his intended target, but that whole rally, Dave, was very sloppy.
2 serve 0.
Lucho had a very hard time locating his power serve down the right yesterday.
Second serve.
So far today, he's hit a good one down the right. Did not win the point, though.
Side out.
Martin hitting 2 shots between his legs in one rally. I don't really understand that, Dave.
0-2. Short.
It looks to me like Lucho's stride is not quite long enough on that power serve. That's why it's coming up short.
Side out.
Lucho hasn't missed that shot since he was 4. In fact, I've never seen him miss it, so I'm just speculating.
Short. Short ball. Second serve. Start out.
Not seeing a lot of highlight reel handball early here, Dave.
0-2.
A lot of side outs though, and now an ace. That's the second really good serve Lucho's hit down the right. I don't remember hitting him any good serves down the right yesterday.
1-2. Check ball.
Great rally.
Always hate when those really good rallies end
frustrating.
with the ball hitting your opponent.
Lucho made some great gets there. His feet are moving nicely
1-2.
now.
Short.
Thought that was good, Dave.
Agree?
Let's see what happens.
Lineman agrees. Second serve.
Yeah, that would have been an ace also.
Replay.
We're not seeing Martin swinging with his left. A lot of paddling so far. Martin did not like that call, but I think it was the right one, Dave. That ball was up. Big setup.
Point. Two. Side out. Two.
Nice San Antonio spoiler there from Lucho.
2-2.
Effective shot on this court, going into that left side corner. Big setup, and he gets it.
Point.
3 straight points now for Lucho.
3-2. Short. Second serve. Point.
Wow.
When they pop up
5-2.
like that,
Sorry,
you know you
hold
hit
on,
it
hold
well. Here's a drop of water, Dave. Let's see how it affects
It's
Lucho.
4-2. Sorry.
Referee calls the wrong score.
It's 4-2. Yeah. 2 serves. Side out. Side out.
Dave, I know you don't blame the ref for anything, but Lucho with 4 straight points, the ref calls the wrong score and an immediate
2-4.
side out. Probably just a coincidence.
Well, Lucho did know what the score was, though.
Martin with a terrible error there. Tries to float a
4-2.
ceiling shot. Didn't come close.
Point.
We've talked about Martin basically living on
5-2.
this court, but he does not have titles on this court. Singles.
Appeal.
That serve was
Agree?
good.
You agree with the serve? All right. Point.
He lost to Daniel here in the collegiate final. He lost to
6-2.
Jonathan Nash in the national final. Both tiebreakers.
Side out. 2-6.
But he does have experience.
Well, so much so that they've given him a membership here. He spent so much time on this court. The members don't even play on this court, Dave. This court is more of a billboard for their sponsors and also their Grand Master World Champions. I'm sure you've studied that list closely.
Oh, yeah.
Martin loves that shot, that overhand, open-handed kill. And it's not a splat, Dave. It's a full swing into the left corner.
3-6.
Since the referee called the wrong score, Dave, side out and a point for Martin.
Point.
Make that 2 points. Lucho had 6 straight points.
4-6.
I'm just reporting.
Short.
Sounds like a conspiracy theorist.
Second serve.
You can draw whatever conclusions you'd like. I know your mind always goes towards those.
Side out.
Don't try to place it on me. I'm not the one that's... I'm not the one keeping score on that.
6-4. Point.
And now all of that
first timeout
keeping is over with now because he scored the point. And
I haven't seen Lucho go for many shots like that, but it worked. It was a deep two-wall pass, forces an error.
You know, we mentioned what a great summer three-wall event that Louise had in the Icebreakers, but take a look at these stats. Just total domination, winning all 3 tournaments without dropping a game. Here's the Lucho's perfect summer stats. 12-0 in matches, 24-0 in games, outscored opponents in July 120-32. In August, 120-33, and in September, 120-29.
I'm just doing some quick math. That looks like about 82% of the points won for the summer in 12 matches.
And I think that's what led DV to say that he would win those.
Oh, you're in the third person now.
Well, yes.
Okay.
That he would win at least 3 stops this year.
Yeah.
Stats like that. If he carries that 3-wall success over to 4-wall.
Well, there is a 3-wall stop this year, so he'd be the favorite there.
Let's resume play.
That takes care of one of those 3, presumably.
That's what I was banking on.
Okay. I feel like Lucho is in control here, Dave. He's got better court position. And now Martin finally gets himself in front of Lucho there, and you see him execute a great fly kill. It's hard to end rallies when Lucho is in front of you.
Short. Second serve.
Martin with some really sloppy shots there in that rally. He'll look back on that rally and really second guess himself.
4. Short. Second serve. Side out.
How many people can pull that shot off, Dave? Fly kill from 30 feet, the ball falling high off the right side wall.
4-7.
You know, these guys would tell you that they're not in the best shape and they're not mentally where they need to be, but they look really good from a fan's perspective. They're just crushing the ball and, you know, putting on a highlight reel.
Well, I think a lot of that is psychological. they tell themselves that to take the pressure off. As I said yesterday, there's no difference between winning a tournament in October and April, and there's no different in the level of play either.
That's a beautiful shot right there from Martin.
When you look back on your career and say, I won 8 tournaments, 8 pro stops, they're not going to say, but in what month?
5-7.
That's true.
Point.
Oh, that's... If he gets that serve working, it's all over with.
6-7.
I mean, it's the same amount of points to win in April as it is in November or October. So I don't know why you point towards one.
Martin is completely pecked back here. And now he has
Together at 7.
a tie with Luis, who had a nice lead there for a moment.
6-2. 6 straight points for Luis.
Side out.
I love that shot.
He's executed it nicely today. 3 of those in the left corner with the right hand.
There's going to be a timeout after this rally. I'm calling it right now.
What a pass.
Oh, Martin got that back? Unbelievable, Dave.
I feel like whoever wins this rally will win this first game.
Longest rally of this final. Everybody's on the edge of their seat here.
And it's great to see a rally like that end with a kill shot and not an error or a hinder. This is an amazing shot. It has to be about the 50th shot of the rally here. And Martin still has that incredible conditioning and strength to end it.
I believe that Luis called a timeout. I saw him put his hands together, but then the referee threw a towel down.
What is this foreign object? Luis said he didn't even know what this was. Now he's using this foreign object. I heard him yesterday, Dave, multiple times saying he's never once called for a towel.
Yeah, but
Am I to believe this is the first time ever? He seems pretty comfortable with this thing that he calls a foreign object.
He didn't ask for the towel. He asked for a timeout, and the referee threw a towel down. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I thought he called a time.
No. So I'm led to believe that he just learned what this thing was yesterday and now is using it.
Well, he doesn't want to slide, trip, and hurt himself.
Well, seems to be a lot of anger, animosity over those who don't want to trip and hurt themselves.
Huh.
Yeah.
Big setup here. Martin had to go around Luis. No call from the referee.
At the Daytona 500, Dave, after a huge crash, they don't just leave pieces of the car all over the track and tell you to drive around them.
They should.
Well, that's what your theory is. Great shot.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a timeout because these guys are really leaving it out here. You have to be in top shape to want to keep putting up with this abuse. Still at 7.
You have to realize, Dave, most of the rallies are not 40 shots. Most of the rallies are under 5. That one was 3.
8-7.
That was another 3-shot rally. But you see, Martin won that rally at 7-7, 50 shots. I mentioned it I thought whoever won that rally would win this first
9-7.
game, and Martin has taken off since then with 2 first strike kills.
Well, he's going for kill shots now. He wasn't doing that during that rally until the end of the rally.
Well, Luis is just fatigued enough to give him more opportunities, and you can see that no bend. His legs did not. This timeout's about, well, it didn't happen.
Nope.
But you feel like he needs one.
Yeah.
Because he didn't bend at all for that last setup.
10-7.
And that's not a good swing at all. That was a shot he was going for a kill earlier. Luis is playing tired handball now.
He has to call a timeout.
30 second. Okay, 30-second time.
30-second timeout.
Well, this looks like what happened to Daniel at the beginning of the tiebreaker yesterday, where he hung with Martin, and then all of a sudden you could see his energy level dropped, and from that point he couldn't do anything.
I like the use of the 30-second timeout here. I just think it's 2 points too late. He still has another full timeout he could take.
I think 2.
Yeah, he could have easily have taken this back when Martin scored his 9th point.
Okay. Resume play, guys. Score
You have to hand it to Martin.
Serve 7.
When Luis got tired, Martin started shooting it, going for it.
He's getting setups now. He wasn't getting these kind of balls before Luis got tired. He was getting pushed back. He was playing behind Luis, particularly when Luis had that lead. Now Luis can't get in front of Martin because his returns are so weak.
Serve 7.
You see, he's just playing to get the ball back now. That one he doesn't even get back. And had he had more energy, he could have chased that one around the back wall after he missed it.
13, serve 7.
And even that is nowhere near the kind of shot Luis needs to hit.
Point.
Now it's game point.
So from 7-7, it's 14-7, 3.5 minutes later.
Game point.
Luis hasn't served.
Yeah.
That's point.
Wow, that's a great shot. Great way to end it there for Martin Mulkerns. Martin, as we take a look at this replay here, he won our Players' Championship to end last season, and he must have liked the feeling because he uprooted his life so he can finally play a full WPH season. He decided to make the big move from Ireland to College Station, Texas, to take over the handball program at Texas A&M. Here's more on what we see as motivation for that move that he made.
Well, I think like everybody else, we're entering all these tournaments to do as well as I can. Hopefully, obviously the main aim or objective is to win as many of the tournaments as possible, and hopefully be coming into the Players' Championship next April or May to be, in a position maybe to win out the season. That would be a really successful year if I could be in that position at that time. And a big motivation for me as well has been, ever since I've left college, it's been very difficult to come consistently to the US. It's a huge expense. Of course, when you move out of university, then you're working as well, and to get that time off. So, this opportunity now working at Texas A&M, a big motivation alongside growing the game is to give me that opportunity to play a full season on the Pro Tour, so that, when I look back on my handball career, that I have no regrets, that I didn't give it a go when I could and while I was healthy and fit, and so I'm really just hoping to make it to every single tournament this year and be there or thereabouts come the end.
Martin certainly telling you what he wants to do this year, and when these players from Ireland come over like Charlie Shanks and Killian Carroll, they always have this sort of goal, and it seems like they follow it. I'd be pretty scared.
It.
Yeah. They always
Paul Brady, I'll reach number 1.
Well, we know that Martin comes from a handball family, and he's one of the very best in the world, but he's also an ambassador of the sport. In 2017, he volunteered to go to Uganda for 7 weeks to help with their cultural projects, that's the field that he's teaching in right now, but he also helped build 3-wall handball courts there. He said it was nice, 3 handball courts. It was 1-wall courts.
Okay.
He said it was nice to bring handball to an area where people have very little. He also said that the trip changed his perspective on life, as it would anybody. Helping build courts like this, he's there as a side project, but found an opportunity to help grow the sport of handball. Martin Mulkerns, world traveler, ambassador of the sport. And they're still playing to this day.
Right. Martin, these guys look like they're just watching a match. Luis in the middle of a match.
He doesn't look like he's tired at all.
Speaking of 1-wall, Martin won the Irish 1-wall nationals and Australian 1-wall nationals in the same year. Very proficient 1-waller. Went to Australia just for the weekend. He was in New Zealand. Said, yeah, I heard you guys are having a tournament here. Went over and dominated.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean,
more
he was probably
impressive.
building courts in New Zealand, told him I'll be back in a couple days, just going to go pick up another title.
He was in New Zealand, and I believe he was an extra on Lord of the Rings, right?
That sounds right.
I think he said that he walked in and he met a handball player. That's right. Was it Lord of the Rings, or was it, what was the HBO series that was out?
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, one of the two.
I have not seen them.
He definitely was on one of those because he was staying with somebody that had a son-in-law that was one of the writers for the show. And
those aren't on Tennis Channel, are they?
It's not on the Tennis Channel, not on the Golf Network.
Okay.
And so then it was a walk-on, and he was in a few scenes.
Wow.
He looks like he should be in the cast.
Lucho led 6-2.
Let me know when you're ready, guys.
Ended the game on a 13-1 run.
That's pretty impressive.
And the last 8 points came in the blink of an eye. Martin didn't allow Luis to serve during those last 8 points.
All right.
And you'd have to think he didn't hit more than 20 swings in those to get those 8 points. Most of those were first strike kills. And he starts off the second game with a return of serve kill.
0-0.
Luis just does not look like he has much energy.
0-0.
Dave. We've all seen Luis play so much, Dave, and you know when he just doesn't have that spring in his step.
We'll see. It's early here in game number 2.
Uh, 1-0.
These are tired shots. That was not a point.
But you can't say it was just one rally that did this to you.
Side out. It's all right. 0-0.
Dave, you just can't blame it all on one rally.
It's accumulation of that one rally plus the rallies before that, plus, you know, a hard match last night. He hasn't been, I don't think, playing as much. So I think it's a combination. And Martin is relentless. That is also tiring.
Side out.
Martin's added that
0-0.
Irish whip, Dave.
Short.
Did not have that in 2013 when we first saw him, but he said he played a lot more
Second
big alley starting in about 2017, and you need that Irish whip, he told me. And you'll be happy to know that he uses a fist and an open hand.
0-0.
Irish whip. I know you think fist only.
That's a point.
Wow.
1-0.
4 side outs here, Dave, in this second game before we had a point. Now Martin on the board with an ace. And Luis makes that shot, but did not look smooth.
0-1. Replay.
Oh, that could have been an avoidable. not going to win a lot of points against Martin floating balls into the corners.
Point.
Martin a little bit indecisive there. Total
1-1.
miss hit.
Point.
Nice shot there from Luis, who's finally starting to get himself back into this
2-1. Short. Second serve.
Martin passed up a big fly kill opportunity there, but didn't matter. It takes that from about 37 feet, rolls it out, as we've come to expect.
1-2.
There's a inside-out Irish whip miss hit, crack out into the right side wall.
2-1.
And our referee
2-2.
has said the score incorrectly 3 times now in just over a game.
Short. Second serve. Start up.
Martin wearing the tournament shirt that Luis Cordova and his company made.
Side out. Two. Short. Second serve. That's point. Three, 2. Short.
Martin trying a very unorthodox serve, standing against the left wall and trying to hit a power serve down the right.
Side out. 2-3.
Martin goes for the wrong shot there and pays the price. Just no way to hit that shot with power. The ball comes across your body from the left side wall.
3-3. Side out.
You're going to miss those more than you make them. Those falling backwards, off-speed corner kill attempts.
3-3.
Martin hitting 90% of his serves short in this second game so far. Did not look like Martin hit a good shot there with that inside-out paddle, but it caught the side wall. Got just under Lucho's reach.
4-3. Side out.
One of Lucho's best shots since early in the first game.
3-4. Short.
Lucho trailing 3-4 here. Led 6-2 in the first game. Lost that 15-7. Martin seems like he's on the brink of taking over this game, but hasn't been able to. Luis hanging around. Incredible shot there from Martin. Amazing shot.
4-3.
Another
point.
Modified Irish whip kill. 2 points in a row, Dave, for Martin with these incredible whip swings. Both with fists. And now an ace serve. That's the first time this game Martin's moved to the center of the court to hit the power serve, and he finally got one over. He'll stay there.
Short. Second serve. Right out.
Martin hit the back wall to front wall from the restraining line. You don't see that shot hit from that
3-6
close to the front wall very often. Didn't work.
Point.
Luis starting to match Martin
4-6.
kill shot for kill shot. And now ace for ace.
5-6. Side out.
Martin just plastered that ball.
And Martin's got the ability to hit amazing shots, even into a 20-plus shot rally.
6-5.
Oop, you heard the referee say replay, but then he stopped.
Point.
Wouldn't be surprised if Luis just made a look up there to the referee, but maybe we heard it because it was through our microphones and earphones here.
7-5.
But the referee definitely wanted to stop that and didn't do it.
Point.
That should have been a gettable ball. Early on in game number 1, it would have been.
8-5. Point. Thirty seconds.
Second timeout being called here. We're going to 15. You have to win by 2.
What is that, glove change or?
Do you think that Luis still has something in the tank here, Dave, or is it all she wrote?
He's chipping, but he can't seem to get over that mountain. Martin has had the lead here throughout. Luis cuts the deficit to 1 or 2, and then Martin surges ahead again. This will obviously be critical here for Luis. If Martin's able to score 3 or 4 here and extend this lead to 7 or 8, it's going to be just about all she wrote. There's no clock in handball, Dave, but there is a scoreboard. And when you find yourself in these big deficits, especially against a great player like Martin, the odds are heavily stacked against you. I mean, that's like being down 3 touchdowns late in the 4th quarter. It's possible, but improbable.
All right, score is 9-5. Short. Second serve.
Martin loves that shot. Didn't hit that one as well as he normally does, but well enough.
It's almost like he waits for his opponent to turn their back and get out of that position, then he hits it right back to where they're standing.
Well, that's the only place you can hit that shot. You can't take that shot to the left when it comes around the right wall like that. Amazing shot. A fly spike straight down the wall. It's hard to do anything with that shot when you take a fly kill overhand, but he somehow won the point with it.
What?
Now Martin's just feeling it. You know when you're feeling it, Dave, you can just go for anything.
12-5.
It's just a matter of time now for Martin.
Right. Martin gathers himself after diving, sets his feet and crushes a laser with his left after running 22 feet.
13-5. Point.
Okay, here it is. This is match point for all the marbles.
Match point serves 5.
Martin serves to win. Race stop number 1. First service try is a short ball.
Second serve.
Second serve is not too shabby either. He goes for it, he gets it, and he wins it. Martin Mulkern's taking down Luis Cordova in 2. Luis put up a fight here. Dave, it's funny, it all comes down to that one long rally in game number 1. You said it was 50 shots. After that, Luis is really flat. Luis Cordova losing in 2 to Martin Mulkerns, who just looked like he was the better man today and throughout the whole tournament. Let's go to Kara Mack, who has our champ courtside. She also has the trophy.
First champ of the season trophy for you, Martin. You know, you've had a big life change. How has that helped you to move to Texas training-wise?
Yeah, it's, you know,
I'm coaching the handball team and teaching the classes, so essentially I'm there most days of the week. Fair enough, you mightn't be, in some of those sessions you're trying to bring the others along, but I just think even being in the court, the control, just every few minutes is still racking up and adding to I felt, definitely after Lauren's game yesterday, a lot more control on some of the shots. There were parts there where I think just our heart rates were both up and we were maybe a little bit erratic, hitting hard at each other, but I think I got it under control towards the end of the first and most of the second game there.
Yeah, what was it for you? Because that did happen first game, second game, so many side outs and rallies, but you were able to break loose. What was it?
Yeah, at this level you do need a little bit of the rub of the green too, and I think some of those shots off balance back here, other days they don't go in, but they were happening today, and I don't think Luis, some of his kills seem to be staying up where a lot of mine seem to just stay down. Now I have been practicing them a lot, but I have been in situations where I was practicing a lot before and they're skipping in by an inch or staying up by an inch, and so I think today I got that maybe bounce of the ball as well.
I just have to ask, how does it feel to take home the first one of the season? Great.
Well, look, it's only the third one that a pro step that I've ever won. So they're all special, and that's why, as I said in the other interviews, that's why I came over here, is to give the season my all and have no regrets that when my playing days are over, to look back and said that I played on the pro tour for a full season like other Irish players have done. So that's what I wanted, and that's got the result that I wanted as well.
Yeah, great performance today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kara Mack there with Martin Mulkerns, who said it best. It's early on the season. There's not much you could really say other than he accomplished the goal of at least getting to the first stop. He wanted to hit every stop on the season. We'll see how that goes from this point forward. So he's hit that goal, and the wins that come along with it are just icing on the cake. He gets his first Crystal of the season. This is season number 11, stop number 1 in Portland, Oregon, where we're going to wrap it up here today. Dave, what were your impressions of not only this match but the tournament in general, starting with those that started to play on Friday and they closed it out here on a Sunday?
Well, Martin seemed to play better with each round. He looked a little sloppy in the quarterfinal match against Lauren, but he's mentioned a couple of times that he thought that helped him, and he was much sharper against Daniel. Daniel played incredibly well against Martin in the second game yesterday. There wasn't much Martin could do, but Martin quickly turned it around in the third game against Daniel, and today he started not necessarily slow, but Lucho was playing very well. They had a couple long rallies, and the one we mentioned at 7-7, and from there Martin just took off. He outscored Luis 28 to about 7 in the last 35 points of the match. So very dominant in the last 3/4 of the match. Luis, you can see, has the skill and has the shots to hang with Martin, but maybe not necessarily the conditioning, because after that 7-7 rally, I know it wasn't just one rally, but I think the accumulation of the whole tournament plus the hard rallies they had played up until 7-7, and Luis's conditioning dropped. His fitness wasn't the same as Martin's, and that seemed to be the difference.
Well, it was entertaining nonetheless. I want to thank you for being in the broadcast booth, doing what you do to help organize this and run this event. I want to thank Kara Mack, the sideline reporter, as well as Jeff Kastner from here to there, and everything that he did in between to help set up the event and work with the heads here at the Multnomah Athletic Club. Jay Lowenstein, and the hardest working filmographer in the business, Linda Manning. And then, of course, we have Chris Garrad, who does everything. He's also a model on his spare time and modeling here up in near the booth. Chris Garrad, one heck of a dude with Topher Vision. He's our supervisor when it comes to the electronics, engineering, graphic design work, and overall super. My name is Dave Vincent. Thanks for tuning in. Stop number 1 is in the books. We'll have number 2 in Tucson, Arizona, first weekend of November. You can find it at WPHLive.tv. You have a great Sunday. Thanks for tuning in to this live broadcast with the World Players of Handball.